Alright, so here's my first real kind of video that I'm going to show you guys how to put patches on your leather jacket. Now, some of those supplies that you're going to need are, you're going to need some high quality leather needles. These needles are from the leather factory, and I got them for $5 at a local craft store. They're thicker, stronger, better. You're going to want to use these and not just some sewing needle. And if you value your fingers at any cost, you're also going to want a pretty good thimble. This one fits my finger and does basically what I want it to do, and that's pushing the needle through the leather. You're also going to want a nice cord to use. You don't want to use like any kind of string because it's not going to be thick enough. This is normally used for upholstery, and the company that I'm using is Coates and Clark, if that helps you at all. You're also going to want to use excuse me, a good pair of scissors for cutting the string. Granted, they could be any kind of quality pair, but I just use specifically sewing scissors. And then, of course, you're going to need your patches. I have a cloth one, and this is an old Avenged Sevenfold one, back when I really used to like them. And a note about these patches is that you see how it's frayed on the end. If you want to stop that fraying, I recommend using some Fray Check. You just follow the instructions, put it on the end, and it will stop fraying. I also have patches like this. I got some rainbow hearts. I got some rainbows. I'm really active within the gay community here. I'm an ally, so I really support that stuff. I got peace symbol and a patch from the nightmare. Even though these are mainly iron-on, well, with the exception of this, I'm pretty sure, you're still going to want to sew them so that it's on there better. And I already have one kind of in the process right here. And the good thing is that they're kind of sticky, so they can stay in place. So there you go. After you have your patches, you're definitely going to want to get your leather jacket out, and I'm already in the process of sewing one on. So you might want to put on your jacket, stand in front of a mirror, and kind of guesstimate about where you want your patches to be, and then just kind of place them in there. And then, when that's all said and done, thread up your needle, and then tie a knot, and start sewing. So, let's see here. Okay, my apologies for the really bad angle, and if you can't really see this, but I'm going to try really hard. What I'm doing is I'm doing a whip stitch, just going through the first layer of leather. To get started though, I had to go through both, so that way I could put the knot right here. And I'm sorry that you can't really see this, because it's like black leather with black string, and it's just kind of weird. So, I'm trying to get the best angle here, and I'm giving you a pretty decent cleavage shot, and I apologize for that, because normally I don't do this, or I'm not that really type of person. Anywho, so, just kind of pushing it through, and this is where you're going to want to get your thimble, so that way you can push your needle through without damaging your finger too much. I'm just doing a whip stitch all the way around. Do this a few more times. Okay, and trying to watch out for your other fingers. Okay. So there you go, you just keep going around your patch like that. I personally like the whip stitch look a lot better than, I don't know, what I did here. Because I didn't really know what I was doing with this patch. It's Jack Skeleton. I ended up ripping this from an old wristband. And it was really weak, especially right over here where I put the leather studs. So, I don't know. But now that I kind of have a better idea of what I'm doing, I'm just kind of going to town. Okay, now that I've gone through and I've sewn the whole patch doing a whip stitch, granted it's probably not the best quality, but this is my first time doing it like this, so just bear with me. Anywho, now I'm gonna tie off, and what I'm gonna do is thimble on, and I'm just gonna go through both levels of my leather, just like this. And I'm really sorry that this is like a really bad quality, but video. But anywho, just go through, and then if you can see this, where I'm holding right here is I'm holding the knot, and I'm just gonna take my needle and go through the knot. No, better yet, I'm gonna go under the base of the knot. Well, golly gee, let's see. I don't know. There we go. Just gonna go through the knot, and then I'm just gonna go make some loops. Okay, so I pull it through a loop. I'm just gonna pull through the loop again. I'm just kind of making a knot here so that way it doesn't come undone, which I very well likely doubt that it will come undone because it's leather and this is good quality stuff. So anywho, you got that, and let's just make one more knot for safety's sake by doing it like that. Okay, and then just take your scissors and fasten off. Alright, so I'm done with my patch. I'm gonna go through, and hopefully with the time allowing, I'm gonna go and sew on the rest of my patches. And I hope this was a little bit of help. If not, I'm sorry. And yeah, I know, I kind of look like a butch lesbian in my leather jacket, but I love it. So, fuck you. JK. Anywho, so that's about it. We'll see how this video thing goes. But toodles.